The next thing you need to do is, it would be nice if there was actually an image showing for each house. So for example, when you were placed in House Gryffindor, you saw an image of a character from House Gryffindor. So what we can do is we can start by using a feature called a conditional. But before we do that, let's search online and look for the crest. Maybe the crests of each house would be nice. Crest, House Gryffindor. Let's have a look. Okay, there is the crest of House Gryffindor. We'll screenshot that, Command-Shift-4. And we need the crest House Slytherin. There we go. Okay, we will Command-Shift-4 screenshot House Slytherin's crest. And of course Hufflepuff. There we go. We shall screenshot this. And finally we need the crest for our last house, Ravenclaw. Now there's a few ways we could do this, but this time we are going to make each one of our crests a unique sprite. So we can firstly delete the cat sprite, and then we're going to click down here to upload sprite from file. And you can see on our desktop we have got the crests of each of the 4 houses. So I'm simply going to hold down Command and then click on each of the sprites, and then I will open them. Now it's probably useful to rename them as well as soon as we get them. So when we go here, we can make sure each sprite is named according to the house. So for example, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Slytherin. Okay. Now one other thing that might be a good idea to do with our program is just to make sure that each of these crests are not showing when the program begins, otherwise it would be quite confusing. So we can click on this sprite, Gryffindor, and we can go to the script for Gryffindor, and we will say when the green flag is clicked, forever, hide. And hide comes from looks, so you can't actually see this one. And the other thing we need to do is we are going to use a conditional. Now a conditional is something that only works in a specific condition. So we are going to say the condition being to show Slytherin, so we can put slow, is only if the list place equals, and let's see our list again over here. I think if we move this to take a look at our list, the first place on the list belongs to Gryffindor. So the conditional for Gryffindor, which we're on at the moment, is going to be only show if our variable list place equals number 1, i.e. Gryffindor. Okay, we'll move that up. And now we can actually just duplicate this same program and drop it on each of the other houses. So Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Slytherin, but we're going to change the number. So in second place is Slytherin, so we can put list place equals 2 on Slytherin. So that picture will show at the right time for Slytherin, and for Ravenclaw it's 4. And for Gryffindor it should be 1, but of course this one over here is actually Hufflepuff, so for Hufflepuff it should be 3. Okay, now we probably also want to move each of our crests, because you can see some of the crests are very large and some of the crests are very small, so it's better to change the size a little bit. We can highlight our crest here and drag it so it's a bit smaller. Delete the area around that we don't need. And you can see some of the other crests are really big too, so we'll highlight the area for Ravenclaw, make it much smaller, delete the stuff we don't need, and Hufflepuff, highlight, reduce it, delete the stuff we don't need, and of course Slytherin, highlight and reduce and delete the edge. Okay, so we are basically ready now. We'll just move each of our logos up to the corner so they're a bit out of the way, and now let's test our program. So we'll press the start button, and these should actually all be hiding when the program starts, so that means there's a problem with our programs. And you can see the problem is I put show here, and actually it should be hide when the green flag is clicked, not show. So I'm going to duplicate that, and I'll take hide to all the other ones, so it should be hide, not show. Okay, let's test one more time. So you can see already it's working because currently it's only showing one. So we'll press start, stop and start, and maybe we can make one more change to our program as well. I think you can see automatically the first item on our list is already showing because automatically the list is on number 1. So we probably want to get rid of that. We can get rid of that if we set our list at the very beginning to 0 at the start of the program. Let's test now, because nothing is at position 0. Okay, and then we'll type in our name. We type in our house, let's say number 2, and then it's showing us Slytherin and also the Slytherin house crest. So hopefully you have managed to complete it in the same way.